All is energy. If you doubt this reality, spend a little time with a quantum physicist or read a couple books about it. Start to delve deep into the quantum world from a scientific perspective and see how the world works at this level. It does not coincide with what we have been taught or as a general population know about the world around us. Perceiving the world from this level changes our perspective on reality. We can all of a sudden see how connected we are to the world around us and how what we think and do affects everyone and everything else simultaneously. We can begin to see how powerful we really are. E equals mc squared, as Einstein proved, is a well-known concept, but do most of us actually perceive mass as energy? Most people perceive mass as concrete and unchangeable. Should we begin to perceive life differently as a general population? If we were able to begin to see the world in this light, would this alone change the world? Wouldn't we be able to see the beauty, magic, and love in the world more easily and with clearer ideals and concepts of the world around us? When we begin to look at the world in this perspective, another key element via quantum physics is quantum entanglement and how powerful energetic connections can become and already are. When two particles become entangled, they act and react at the exact same time, in the exact same way, regardless of space and time. From this perspective, we can understand how everything we do and think can affect other people, things, and life universally without us even knowing. We affect the whole just as the whole affects us. We become the whole. We become the universe, and thus the universe becomes us. When we study the quantum world, we have to change the way we perceive our world. Studies with concepts such as sacred geometry is one of the few ways we can visually see the larger connection from our material and physical existence. It is these ideas and concepts that give us glimpses into the mathematical and structural basis of the world. We can see how the microcosm and the macrocosm are essentially one and the same. From a nautilus shell to the largest galaxy in the universe. We can see sacred geometry in flowers, snowflakes, crystals, and even the cells in our body. It is around us all day, every day, from the way our brains look when firing neurons to the stars in the sky. There are mirrors and models all around us of the connectivity of the entire universe if you just open your eyes and begin to see them. The golden mean spiral, via the theory of sacred geometry, is the eternal and ever-expanding infinity of all life. It does not matter where you look at the spiral, it will always look exactly the same. There is no beginning and there is no end. It continues out into the universe forever, and it continues into your universe forever. Sacred geometry and the golden mean have been utilized to create sacred spaces all over the earth for eons. The Great Pyramids and Machu Picchu are just a few. These spaces create the golden mean, which is, in essence, a vortex, just like the chakra system within the human energetic body. Within them, they create a space for experiencing the eternity of all life, the great silence, as some may call it. It detracts from the ego mind and the physical reality of life and allows one to evolve into a higher state of consciousness and intuitively begin to understand our true nature and our connection to all that is. It then shifts our perspective enough to begin to understand life and living. It allows us to tap into our inner wisdom and gain knowledge from the one great mind or the universal subconscious mind. The golden mean is the key to our connection to not only our deepest, most sacred parts of ourselves, but also to the universe at large. It is how we get from the small to the large and then back again. It is our connection to all that is out there and all that is in here. And then we can tie them together to produce a profound wisdom and higher level of consciousness that is not dictated by our material and ego-based selves. Through meditation, we can create our own sacred space where the infinite intelligence of the golden mean can be accessed. The great silence can be mastered, and we can begin to see the universe and our individual universe through a different lens. So if all is energy, then things must behave more like vibration and frequency than like rocks and mud. If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Quote by Nikola Tesla. The best way to physically perceive how vibration and frequency behave is by studying concepts such as cymatics. Sand on a board creates geometric shapes. Water, waves and ripples, fire, larger or smaller. Sound affects matter. Some even say sound creates matter. Understanding how vibration and frequency work and interact is key to understanding how you work within your universe and how the universe works within you. Vibration and frequency are ways for us to define our consciousness in a mathematical and scientific way. It allows us to see the unseen and to understand the inner workings of the universe at large. As we begin to talk about consciousness, we have to look at our minds, as our minds are what allow our lives to become manifest. Our minds are also our consciousness or lack thereof. Our minds become the bridge between our physical reality and our spiritual reality. If we do not understand our very own nature and mind, how can we possibly understand the universe and at the very least have power and control over our own lives? We must delve deep into our own psyche to begin to defragment our minds and thought patterns so that our consciousness can begin working for us, not against us. Having a thorough understanding of our own mind will allow us to be in charge. If we do not control our own mind and do not know what is in there, we lose all free will choices, and our lives will mirror the deep unknown crevices of our subconscious and unconscious chaos. When we get our hands and hearts dirty with all the secrets hidden within our psyche, we can begin to acknowledge our negative thought patterns and belief systems, uproot them, and then transmute them into positivity. But until the unknown becomes known, it will create chaos in our lives. Our lives become tinged with the dull, dark colors of those deep thoughts and beliefs that exist within our subconscious and unconscious mind until we confront them and change them. It is not until this happens that our lives will be crystal clear reflections of our higher spiritual selves. So how does vibration and frequency work? The best way to physically perceive these concepts is by sound, color, and light. Radio frequency seems to be the most common analogy. If you want to hear jazz music, you set your radio to the jazz channel. If you want to hear jazz and you set your radio to a hip-hop channel, you might be seriously disappointed. Set your frequency to what you want to hear and or experience in life. What about a painter that mixes and uses color? If the colors are not of the right tone or hue, they will create brown, murky colors. Consider these concepts like your life. If you want to create a vibrant, bright, colorful life, you have to mix vibrant, bright colors that merge well together. You will attract vibrations, sound, light, and color that make you feel comfortable, not good, comfortable. It will be whatever level you vibrate at because that is what feels safe to you. If you're comfortable with brown, murky colors, lower vibrations, you will attract brown, murky conditions. If you're comfortable with crystal clear, bright colors, higher vibrations, you will attract crystal clear, bright experiences. These similar vibrations will attach themselves to you because that is what you already are. Vibrations of different frequencies will bounce off of you. If you want to change the vibrations that attach themselves to you, life experiences, etc., you have to change what vibrational frequency that you resonate at. Become what you wish to experience in the world. Quote by Gandhi. If you want to live a good full life, you have to become a good full life, vibrationally so first. That is how the law of attraction works. You change your frequency to higher, clearer levels, then the world around you will mirror this, and you begin to see the shifts internally first, and then externally. This cannot be faked or mimicked. This frequency shift within yourself cannot be covered up by false statements about yourself or others. This is where the mind comes in. If you don't know what is hidden, what hidden vibrations you are holding, how can you control where you are vibrationally? You have to dig deep, pull out the shit in your psyche, hold it up to the light, look at it, then cleanse it, and then transmute it. This is the process of knowing thyself. This is alchemy. Know Thyself was written on the forecourt of the Temple of Apollo at Delphi between the ages of 510 and 323 BC. Know thyself and pay no attention to the multitude. Disregard anything and everything around you. Know yourself independently of what others expect, need, or want out of you. Become you, know you, and live you fully. Create your universe within, and then and only then will the universe without reflect to you what you truly want to experience. Once you are known to yourself, you can begin to consciously create. Then and only then will you have full conscious control of what you fundamentally are and what you experience in life.